It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Welcome to Game 6 here in Round 1, an exhilarating night of the NBA playoffs coming right up here on 2K Sports. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaq. I'm Ernie Johnson as we get ready for the tip. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, an exciting Game 5. It went to overtime. Unfortunately, they came up short in the end, and they're hungry to make up for it tonight. So they'll be looking to close things out here at home. Won't be easy for them, obviously. Kenny, what mentality do they need to have to finish the series tonight?
Well, the first thing, Ernie, you got to play with confidence. You have to play with a sense of urgency. You can feed off the crowd if you do that. But most importantly, to set the tone early. Do not allow them to get any kind of glimpse of hope.
But what they can't do is rely on Game 7 as a backup plan. They need to play every loose ball, all the hustle plays, avoid mistakes, compete on each possession, and then maybe they can get it done.
Got to come right out and hit him right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Kind of like our show. Don't you ever want to just hit Kenny right in the mouth?
Every day.
Oh, man.
You ever want to hit Shaq in the mouth?
No, man. That's what makes me feel so bad right now.
What?
He wants to hit me. I didn't want to hit him.
You don't want to hit me?
It's hurting me right now.
I'll take it back. Strike that from the tape upstairs in production.
Thank you.
Keep it. We'll see you later.
Already got quite a series on our hands, folks, and this is only the first round. Game 6 in the West. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Utah Jazz. Take a look at Utah with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset. Wow.
And the fans will play a role tonight, guys. You can tell that already. I mean, they're determined to help this team close it out. They're treating this game like it's a Game 7, like there's no tomorrow.
And the Clippers starting 5. Great handles in the backcourt with Paul and Crawford teaming up. The Dunkers, Griffin and Jordan are the bigs. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Pierce. The dish to Paul. He kicks to Jordan. Picked by Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Jordan with the screen on Hill. Off the pick. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Paul.
CP3 moving the basketball around. That's what you want out of your point guard.
Gobert with the screen on Paul. Hill dishes to Gobert. Outside Hill. To the middle. Here's Favors. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Clearly
Two shots, gentlemen. 2.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening. And that one falls for Favors.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA Draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And so Favors nails both of them. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Paul kicks to Jordan. Picked by Griffin. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Hill kicks to Favors. Outside Hood. Gobert the screen. Nice ball movement by Utah. And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that is why DeAndre is such a high percentage shooter. Wow!
Gobert the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. He feeds it to Hayward. Clock at 6 to the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And that one's good by Pierce. Pierce has got his first bucket in this one.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Favors with the screen. Gobert the pass to Hayward. Soft touch off the glass. Hayward's got his first bucket of the night.
And Hayward has really expanded on his game. Really looks at home down on the post.
It's Pierce on the wing. Defended by Hayward. Crawford kicks to Jordan. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. The offensive rebound. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Hood. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Liking how Rodney Hood seeks contact on his shot, demonstrating once again that he's not going to back down from anyone.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hood.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Both free throws good from Hood. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Paul outside. There's the pick. Here's Griffin. That misses off the backboard. Utah trailing here. Hill dishes to Hood. Gobert the screen. Outside Favors. Shot clock at 6. Hill against Paul. Shoots the 3. Again missing Hill for Los Angeles. They've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Paul kicks to Griffin. Dishes it to Crawford. Paul. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gobert the screen. Hill passes to Favors. The pass to Hayward from the arc. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Basket good.
That pull-up J is classic Pierce. Clever release, making it tough to block.
And Hayward at the stuff.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Pass to Jordan. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gobert the screen. Jordan against Favors. Hood for three. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
When you think of low post scorers, you got to put Griffin down there. Yes, he likes to face up, but with his back to the basket, he's pretty good as well as drawing fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw missing. That one misses.
You know what? He has insane athleticism, Blake Griffin, but you see the reason why he's become a franchise player. He's added the mid-range game, and he can pass it.
Hill, no good. Clippers have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Back to Crawford. And the Clippers miss again. Jazz trail by 6. Now let's find out what head coach Quinn Snyder had to say to David Aldridge. David.
He said, I consider this a must-win game for us. We need to close this series out at home, or we'll be putting ourselves in a very difficult spot. Tonight is going to be a battle. Well, at least he's honest, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Griffin. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
I love the effort by Blake Griffin down on the block, making it look very easy.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Fatigue comes into play when games go into overtime, and you saw they just had no gas left in the tank in that loss.
Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Hill with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the inside, Pierce. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Paul Pierce keeps building on his legendary career. A champion, we know he's a clutch shooter, and more importantly, a bona fide leader.
The Clippers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And a switch here also for the Clippers. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Jazz trail by 9. Hood kicks to Johnson. 11 feet out and he hits it. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
The feed now to Griffin. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Paul. Jordan the screen, off the screen. They get it back. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
The defense knows he loves that in-between area and closed out fast.
Redick up top. Goodbye, Hood. And Redick kicks to Paul. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Count that one.
The quickness of Hill changing ends in the blink of an eye.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Paul kicks to Redick. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside, Pierce. Feeds it to Reddick. Lets it fly. And the shot no good, a bit short.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
Hayward can't hit.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Here's Paul. Jordan at the elbow. Reddick is in the corner. Back to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Gobert the screen. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Hood. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the pass to Paul. Gobert against Griffin. Back to Paul. Down low. Here's Jordan. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here is Hill. Johnson sets the screen for Hill. Outside Hood. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hood's got 5 points so far.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch and shoot J.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Outside, Reddick. A beautiful reverse layup. Reddick's got his first basket of the night.
No reason to overcomplicate an easy shot, but hey, he still got it to go.
Gobert the screen. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Hill has the open look, and the Jazz another 3.
Long-range shooting, a big part of Hill's offensive game.
Clippers leading by 5. Jordan with a screen on Hill. Paul for 3. Good on the triple. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. With he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. And Raul Neto subbed in for Hill. The Clippers also changing it up. Brandon Basses checked in for Griffin. And Bahamute comes in for Pierce. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Withy kicks to Ingles. Pass to Burks. From deep. And Bahamute pulls it in.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
Here's Ingles. That one doesn't drop.
Okay, there's attack mode, and then there's I best pull this back out mode.
Reddick passes to Rivers. There's the screen. Fires from the wing. Rebound, Utah. Johnson kicks to Neto. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Burks' shot is good.
Any chance Burks gets it from that area of the floor, he's taking it. That's a practice shot for him.
And here's Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bass with the screen. Here's Reddick. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City. And a chance to hear now from Clippers head coach Doc Rivers as he talked about the rivalry between these two teams.
There shouldn't be any love lost, as far as I'm concerned, with anybody you play in the playoffs. And they're just one of them. And we all are in each other's way. And so eventually we're all going to hate each other. And I think that's wonderful. I think that's great. I think that's the way it should be.
Doc Rivers bringing the old school attitude to the playoffs and bringing it with relish.
Kevin, he's still mixing it up, just in a different way. He's instilled that big boy pants mentality into his Clipper team, and they don't back down from anyone.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
That quarter was all about ball movement and shooting. Lights out opening action there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Brandon Bass is out there with Luke Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Rivers in at the guard position.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Now Burks. Here's Ingles. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Redick with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. And Redick kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. The dish to Rivers. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his third rebound tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wow, he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
Clippers leading by 6. Crawford kicks to Rivers. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. The Jazz shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's the screen. Outside Favors. Burks for 3. Another miss by Utah. Burks has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Crawford against Burks. Lets the 3 fly. Crawford, no luck. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Neto. Outside Favors. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's where a majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
And Bass kicks to Rivers. Picked by Griffin. Clock at 6. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Griffin's got 8 points.
As soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Burks.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
Kicks to Bass. Bass with the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Crawford missing again. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Burks kicks to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Paul's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 4. He kicks it to Rivers. Mbah-a-Moute up top. He's covered by Favors. Mbah-a-Moute dishes to Paul. Off target with the open look.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
And there's the pass to Neto. And Favors kicks to Burks. Dishes it to Ingles. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Tries to keep it alive. Burks can't get it to go. Paul passes to Rivers. Paul dishes to Rivers. Here's Griffin. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You love the closeout on that possession.
I love it because you don't give up on the play. Just that little contest bothered his shot. He just looks uncomfortable offensively, really over the course of the whole game, and is killing his team.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Crawford is very tricky, so good at drawing contact and getting chances at the line.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. A different look for Utah. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Ingles, and George Hills subbed in for Raul Neto. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Pierce is checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Gobert, the screen. Hill kicks to Favors. He feeds it to Burks. Shoots it. Another miss by Utah.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Picked by Griffin. Mbah-a-Moute dishes to Crawford. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Hill kicks to Hayward. Outside Hill. Favors against Mbah-a-Moute. Burks on the wing. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Utah. Clippers leading by 4. Now here's Crawford. Griffin a screen on Hayward. Here's Crawford, and it's good off the glass. Crawford's got his second basket of the night.
Jamal Crawford gets moving in the pick and roll. He's not an easy cover. A crafty player who can really slice apart a defense.
Gobert, the screen. And Favors kicks to Hill, and that one is good. Hill's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
A different look for Utah. Johnson comes in for Derek Favors, and Hood subbed in for Alec Burks. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Time now for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Clippers head athletic trainer. He has a muscle strain in his abdomen, which is causing him a great deal of pain right now. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
And here is Johnson after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Paul outside. To the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Baseline jumper. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Johnson. Griffin with the steal. Crawford outside. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first.
You know, he's standing 6'11", 265 pounds. DeAndre Jordan remains an absolute force in this league, a big guy who is hard to contain.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And so Jordan nails both of them. Jazz trail by 9. Hill with it. He's got 7. Johnson outside. Gobert the screen. Hood for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here is Paul. 5 points in the game. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pierce. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now Hood. He has 5. Stolen by Pierce. Pass to Redick. Griffin kicks to Paul. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The feed to Hood. Gobert the screen. And here's Hill for 3. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Unfazed by the D. George Hill firing away with confidence.
Clippers leading by 6. Paul outside. To the inside. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Griffin passes to Pierce. 6 to shoot. Griffin a screen on Hood. Redick with the 3. Redick can't get that one to fall.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Hayward kicks to Hill. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Pierce gets it to go on the assist by Paul. And that's now 7 points for Paul Pierce.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
He thrives in the open court. Such an aggressive finisher.
Gobert. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
The Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, really making an immediate impact with his rebounding and his shot blocking ability.
For Utah, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers. And Gobert drops them both. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Paul. He's got 5. Outside, Redick with his first shot attempt. For Los Angeles, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. And he knocks down the first one. And Utah making a change here. Withy's checked in. And so Bass nails both of them.
He's one of the best free throw shooters in the league, and he showed it there.
Hill kicks to Johnson. It's stolen by Bass. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Paul with the ball. Poked loose. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. And there it is for him. Hill's got 12 in the game.
George Hill, very aggressive tonight, looking to score.
Outside, Redick. Paul with the screen for Redick. Pass to Paul. Feeds it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Johnson. Right side Hill. Jazz passing it around. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Paul. And he makes both free throws. Clippers leading by 6. Now here's Redick. He dishes it to Bass. Here's Rivers. Hill with some nice D.
Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
Johnson can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And if you're the defense, you probably should sag off him right now because he's not knocking down anything.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
That has to be the plan. Let's see if they recognize it.
The Clippers have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10. First free throw is good. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz. Raul Neto comes in for Hill. That one misses. Jazz trail by 7. Passes it to Hood. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Utah, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Hood. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rivers kicks to Bass. They get the rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the arms of DeAndre just never end. He is a real threat to score, and the defense has to take him seriously.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Neto. Johnson the screen. Hood for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hood's got 10.
Love the concentration from Hood. The defense was doing all they could, but he was just too good for them.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Clippers lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat him to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for the Clippers, this series has been a hard-fought one. Tonight's game, no different. Trailing 3-2, their backs up against the wall, and we'll just have to wait and see if they have what it takes to force a Game 7. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
We welcome you back now to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Jazz trail by 4. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big man pair. A tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Now Paul. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. Griffin a screen on Hood. For 3, Pierce. Here's Griffin. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He does a nice job of being very, very physical on the offensive glass. Nice job by Blake, catching it and putting it back.
Now here is Hill. Looking for Hood. He gets it there. And Jordan sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Utah shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Griffin with the steal. There's Crawford with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pierce's shot is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Hill kicks to Favors. Outside Hood. At the top of the key, Hayward. Favors dishes to Hayward. Hits the outside fadeaway. Hayward's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The catch-and-shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
Here's Crawford. Gobert with the block. Outside Hill. Puts it up from 17. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hill's got 14 points for the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Paul doesn't go that time. And it's Utah the other way. Hayward with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Hayward passes to Favors. And Gobert kicks to Hood. The dish now to Favors. 4 on the clock. Favors with the screen. Hood for 3. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 13 points for Rodney Hood.
Hood's ability to space out the floor is huge. If he's squaring up from outside, the D has to close out.
Jordan kicks to Paul. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hill left side. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Well, they knew they weren't just going to be given this game. They had to go out and take it, and they're close.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Outside Griffin. They set the pick. Back to Paul. Off the screen. Paul missing again.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jordan kicks to Crawford. There's the pass to Griffin. And nothing is falling for him right now. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and he misses the go-ahead basket. The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pierce kicks to Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Pierce for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Griffin. Goes up again, but he stays with it. And the wide open shot from Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. And it's Utah's ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And Favors kicks to Hayward. Favors with the screen. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Down low for the lead. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
When Favors has the rock near the basket, the defense is on edge. They have no choice sometimes but to get physical with him from that range.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Alec Burks checked in for Rodney Hood. And the Clippers making a change here as well. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for Paul Pierce. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Paul with the ball. 5 points in the game. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And Mbah-a-Moute's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
Here's Hill. Good work defensively by Paul. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And stolen by Favors. Paul against Hill. Kicks it to Favors. Hill left side. A 3. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
When Hill comes off that screen with the ball in his hands, you better watch out.
Ball outside. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Utah. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Raul Neto subbed in for Hill. And then for Los Angeles, J.J. Redick's checked in for Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And here's Rivers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change beyond the arc. The rebound by Withey. Withey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Neto. Dishes it to Withey. The 3. Neto can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
He kicks it to Jordan. Back to Rivers. He feeds it to Griffin. A rebound by the Jams. From deep, Neto. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside, Redick. From outside the arc. Tries again. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers.
What's up?
On the free throw, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Johnson against Bass. Here's Neto. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Jordan the screen. Jumper off the screen, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Reddick is just a thorough scorer. He looks calm and collected, rising up from any place on the court.
It's stolen by Bass. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound, Utah. Johnson kicks to Neto. Back to Johnson. Takes the three. And the Jazz, another three.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Clippers trail by 3. Rivers dishes to Reddick. Jordan kicks to Rivers. Jordan the screen. Rivers with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Shot clock at 6. It's Reddick on the wing. They get it again. Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre showing off yet again why he's one of the best rebounders in the league. If you don't box him out, he'll destroy you.
Here's Neto. Works for 3. It's rebounded by Bass. The Clippers shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And Reddick kicks to Rivers. Back to Reddick. Burks with the steal. Shoots a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Baamute can't get it to go. Utah leading. Here's Neto. Out to the wing. Withy passes to Burks. Shot clock at 5. Neto. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Rivers kicks to Jordan. It's Reddick on the wing. Pass to Bass. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in. And so Bass nails both of them. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Hood kicks to Ingles. The feed to Burks. Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Burks has got the lead up to 3 now for Utah.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
Rivers against Hood. Now Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Reddick the bucket on the assist by Rivers. Reddick's got 4 points in the quarter. Hood kicks to Ingles. The teardrop falls in.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Bass. Outside, Reddick. Back to Bass. Rivers against Hood. From the corner. And the shot is long.
Honestly, I don't know how they cut into that lead with him missing so many shots.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Ingles. Lets it go. And Utah again with the bucket.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner. And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Yep, they'll hold this one.
Now here's Rivers. Over in the corner, Mba'amute gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mba'amute's got 6. Hood. That shot, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Jazz leading by just 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Reddick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Griffin is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Rivers in at the 1.
We know how strong Griffin is, but he has the ability also to adjust his body in midair to draw the contact.
Here's his check in for J.J. Reddick.
Let's shot.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Jazz shooting for the game at 42%. Gobert, the screen. For 3, Hill. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Feeds to Crawford. Pass to Bass. Wants to get it to Pearson, does. And it's good, 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Hood kicks to Hill. Back to Hood. Gobert, the screen. From the arc. Again, missing Hill.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Griffin kicks to Pierce. They get a hand on it. Here's Ingles, fires from deep, drains it from beyond the arc. Ingles has got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
I'm with you. I didn't think he'd get that one off in time, but his shot is so quick. He did.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Joe Ingles. And then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Brandon Bass, and Paul's subbed in for Rivers. That one misses for Favors. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Paul against Hill. 20 feet out. Another one falls for the Clippers.
he just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here is Hill. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Clippers on defense. They've led by as much as 10. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6 for 3. Hill. It's good from long range. Hill's got 10 points here in the second half.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Inside, and Griffin slams it in.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
Hill kicks to Hood. He dishes it to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Hill. Paul with the defensive effort.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Paul. Passes it to Jordan. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Here's Hill. Crawford outside. Now the dish to Paul. And there's the pass to Jordan. Jordan the screen. Paul with the 3. The shot missing. Hill with some nice D. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Picked by Griffin. Right wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Hill with it. Favors with the screen. Hood dishes to Hill. Back to Hood. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Griffin. Gobert with the block. Out of bounds. Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Pierce inside the three-point line.
The long reach of Hayward is tough to release over. Tough for the shooter to get a clean look.
To the inside. Here's Favors. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Griffin. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in. The first one falls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Free throw, Mbah-a-Moute. Good. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Favors with the screen. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Outside Hill. Lets it go with the 3. Another miss by Utah. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's the one thing Favors has to keep improving upon. He has the body and skills to become a dominant rebounder if he wants to.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Paul against Hill. The shot by Paul, no good. Utah has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Hayward, and there's another one for the Jazz.
That's the kind of strength that Hayward has, knowing how to bury shots in the face of some pretty stiff defense.
Clippers trail by 3. And here is Paul. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Hayward outside from past the arc. Hayward missing again. The Clippers shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Jordan the screen. Here's the screen. Kicks it to Mbah-a-Moute. To the inside. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Crawford.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
How they let that happen, that is beyond me. Where is the fight? No easy baskets. Has to be their mentality on defense right now.
Uncovered. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Gobert, the screen. Ball against Hayward. To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
Paul passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Crawford outside. There's the 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, 2nd of the game.
Gobert, the screen. Hill kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Hayward. 3-pointer. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Jordan with a screen on Hill. Shoots off the screen. Again, the Clippers.
It's a real challenge to contain Chris Paul off pick-and-roll basketball. Reason why he can pass it at an elite level and shoot it at an elite level.
Now here is Hill for 3. Hayward. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pierce wide open. He fires. A 3-pointer, no good. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Hill kicks to Johnson. And the shot falls short this time. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Crawford against Hood. Crawford kicks to Paul. The Clippers rebound. Mbah a Moute. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first. And Mbah a Moute drops them both. Jazz trail by 3. Hood kicks to Johnson. Hayward outside. He feeds it to Hood. Gobert the screen. Another miss by Utah.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Now here's Paul. Jordan the screen. Jumper off the screen. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Well, he's trying to help put the game out of reach. Instead, his poor shooting is keeping the other side in this.
Gobert the screen. Hill kicks to Johnson. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That free throw, no good. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Clippers leading by 3. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Hood. Now Paul. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Paul's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, Chris Paul has been a top-notch perimeter shooter. His form is just perfect.
Gobert with a screen on Pierce. Hayward dishes to Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Now here's Paul. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. And it's Pierce in the corner. Off target with his 3. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Hill. Hayward outside. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And it's good. 2 points.
George Hill's not a gambler, but with his length and quickness, he gets his share of steals.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And Redick kicks to Jordan. Hill against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Crawford with the 3. The shot, no good. The Jazz shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Hill passes to Hayward. Ball's not loose. Hill dishes to Hayward. Johnson kicks to Hood. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
Withey's checked in for the Jazz. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Redick with it. Johnson with a screen on Hood. And Redick, here we go. They teed that time from Hood.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
All you ask for is execution, and those shots will fall later.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Johnson. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He said, guys, the whole season comes down to this, right here. This is what we've prepared ourselves for. Stay together, make shots. We can do this. Back to you guys.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
6 feet tall, 175 pounds. Chris Paul plays way bigger than those numbers.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Flawless execution there. That's a wrap.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? It isn't over yet. A quick score and a foul?
It's not impossible, but very improbable to say the least.
Hayward against Pierce. Withey kicks to Hill. For 3, Hayward. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
It's a stretch for sure to say they can come back, but it all starts with executing out of the timeout. Let's see what he draws up here.
Hill passes to Withey. 3-pointer. Hayward gets the bucket.
Whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Paul, what did you guys tap into to win this game tonight?
Well, this team has a lot of heart and pride, so it was about the grit and the grind, digging deep inside and finding a way to step up.
That mental toughness paid off. Thanks, Paul. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kev. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan. And it's become a routine night for him with his regular double-double once again. He does that as easily as ordering that number 2 combo.
What a way to extend the series with a stunning individual effort on the road. Man, did you see that, Ernie? In a tough building, he put the team on his shoulders and carried them. The last time I seen that was the last shot that Jordan hit against the Utah Jazz.
When you talk about rebounding, 20 is one of those magical numbers that tells you that a player had a truly special game. I think he had in his head that every single rebound was going to be his. And you know what? Most of them were.
The postseason is still young, and there is more round 1 action coming your way. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, good night, everybody.
Good night.